Welcome to Daily News Dose, your daily fix of politics. Germany tries to support Israel in hostage crisis with Hamas. The German ambassador in Israel confirmed the death of Shay Levinson, a 19-year-old dual citizen who was killed and kidnapped by the Hamas. Levinson was a soldier and a peace activist who played in a Jewish Arab volleyball team. The relatives of the remaining hostages met with the German President Frank-Walter Steinmeier and asked him to thank Qatar for its mediation role. They also brought a sand clock to symbolize the urgency of the situation. The German Foreign Office has set up a crisis team that deals exclusively with the hostage issue. German diplomats, military personnel and police officers are in Tel Aviv, invited by the Israeli government. Germany acts as a bridge builder for Israel to communicate with Qatar and Egypt, the main mediators. Israel has reportedly offered a 2-month ceasefire to the Hamas in exchange for the release of the over 130 remaining hostages. The Hamas is said to be open to the proposal. So far, only one hostage has been freed by a military operation, while the rest have been released through negotiations. Court rules no transparency on U.S. drone operations via Ramstein Air Base. A man from Rheinland-Pfalz filed a lawsuit against the State Justice Ministry, demanding information on the role of the Ramstein Air Base in the use of U.S. combat drones. The ministry refused to provide any information, citing the exemption of the judicial branch from the transparency law. The Koblenz Administrative Court upheld the ministry's decision, stating that the man had no right to access official information related to an ongoing criminal investigation. The man had previously filed a criminal complaint against the drone operations, alleging that they violated international law and human rights. The Ramstein Air Base is a key hub for the U.S. military in Europe and the Middle East, and has been accused of facilitating drone strikes in countries like Afghanistan, Pakistan, Yemen, and Somalia. Baerbock's trip to Djibouti disrupted by flight issue. German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock was on a 3-day trip to East Africa to discuss the crisis in Sudan and the security of the Red Sea. Her flight to Djibouti had to turn back and land in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, because of a missing overflight permit for Eritrea. This was the second time that Baerbock faced a problem with the German Air Force's flight readiness, after a previous trip to Australia and New Zealand was aborted due to a defect on the plane. Baerbock said she wanted to stick to her travel plans, which also included visits to Kenya and South Sudan. Economic expert proposes restrictions for retirement with 63. Martin Werding, a member of the German Council of Economic Experts, shares his view on the retirement with 63 option, which allows long-term insured workers to retire early without deductions. Werding suggests that the retirement with 63 option should only be available to low-income earners, who are more likely to have performed strenuous jobs and reached their health limits before the regular retirement age. He argues that the current beneficiaries of the option are mostly healthy and skilled workers who are still needed in the labor market. The opposing opinion of the Social Association of Germany, SOVD, defends the right of long-term insured workers to retire early regardless of their income level. Subscribe to the Daily News Dose channel to not miss any news update anymore.